guys, welcome. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. We have the patch note for the update in 2 days for Nikke. Goddess of Victory, Nikke. So there we go. So you can expect the maintenance then, usual time, December 5th, blah, 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 blah. So do keep in mind, Nikke, both Cinderella and Grave will be available in Ordinary Recruit and from the mold items. As per usual, the rates are very low, but still, if you get lucky, that's gonna be possible. Flora will be added to the wishlist system if you want to as well, if you want to get her. But now we have to talk about what we can expect that is gonna be new. We have some preliminary information regarding the new Nikke's, both Ice Rose, so Maiden Ice Rose, is the first one being described here. The hero Guillotine's first comrade, SSR Maiden Ice Rose during limited time recruit. Maiden Ice Rose enhances her own attack when using MP, and provides buff for all electric code allies aside from herself when recovering MP. Okay, so I assume that she's a, you can see here, she's a defender and a rocket launcher. So what I'm assuming here is that she has a MP gouge, and as long as she has MP, her attack is stronger. And then when she's out of MP, she probably has to wait for the bar to refill completely, and during that time, she's gonna buff everyone who's electric code. So let's quickly have a look. We're gonna check Pride Win. Big props to them for being so useful all this time. And we are gonna check electric code. An electric code, we have some very good options here, obviously. Rouge, very good burst 1 character, very good buffer as well. Mari is okay, it's pretty good. Naga, top tier support. Cinderella, incredibly strong. Ayn, incredibly strong. Scarlet, incredibly strong. Annie, Sparkling Summer, incredibly strong. So we have some very good Nikkes here. We have a wide variety of Nikkes. I'm sorry, I'm kind of hiding Scarlet and Anis, but you can trust my word. So here we have a buffer that is relatively universal, right? In terms of, when I say universal, I mean not in terms of she's buffing everyone, but she's buffing everyone from electric. So it's not like only buffing a sniper, or only buffing priest damage, or only buffing like true damage, etc. I was kind of thinking, like, hoping. I was mentioning how I thought she was going to be like a support, because she looks like a cleric, obviously, and that she could either be a support healer or a defender. Here it seems that she's going to be a defender. But obviously what is very nice here is that she just like buff their damage, right? We don't know exactly by how much or anything like that, but it's very nice to see that we're getting something kind of that will work for anyone, right? So it's very nice. Also, it's not gonna be like Rouge, who needs to be positioned in a certain slot or anything like that. So this is very nice. I'm looking forward to this. Alright. Now we see her burst skill consume all available MP and deal significant damage to one enemy based on the ratio of MP consumed. So surprisingly, her burst is damage related. So now I'm really wondering what her cooldown is gonna be, and if she's gonna be a burst 2 or burst 3, because burst that deals damage, I could see, as a defender, I could definitely see her being a burst 2. We have a lot of burst 2 defenders, right? I hope this is not gonna be, I mean, to be fair, it could be a burst 3. In that case, it's not a big deal. We have some support with damaging ultis that you don't really need to use the burst either way. So if she's a burst 3, I think it's definitely not the end of the world. But like a skill that deals damage like this, I don't see her being a burst 2 with a 20-second cooldown. If she's a burst 2, that's definitely gonna be a 40-second cooldown, so... like damaging ultimate at a 20-second cooldown are not that often, right? So I feel like this is probably gonna be a burst 3. And if it's a burst 2... I hope I'm wrong and it's a 20-second cooldown, because we don't like them burst 2 with 40-second cooldowns. No, we don't. Anyway, I'm praying. I really hope she's gonna end up being good. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. Alright, moving on. Let's see. We have Guillotine Winter Slayer. So SSR Nikke Guillotine Winter Slayer, who emerges as the hero. To save Spring Nation in its time of crisis, joins limited time recruit. Guillotine Winter Slayer increases their adventure level, gradually strengthening herself and water code allies. She gained XP from basic attack to enhance her adventure level. She's a brave sword, she's an attacker, she uses an assault rifle, and she's water code. Interesting! Ooh, I really like that. So just from basic attacking, she's gonna get a lot of XP, which is gonna increase her level. And the more she levels up, the more she buffs herself and water code allies. So what I really like here is that obviously she relies heavily on auto attacks, right? So I assume that she's gonna benefit a lot from having a high amount of ammunition. So, you know, get those ammunition, those ammo capacity increase, right? Now she burst water. I think buffing water is nice. Now the only thing is that we don't have that many water character, obviously, right? But we have some good ones. Let's be real, we're starting to get some good ones. Ludmilla has been out for a while at this point. She's still very, very good for busting purposes. So that could be a nice addition. She's an attacker. She's probably going to be she's probably going to be a burst 3 character. We don't know what her ultimate does at all. No comments on that whatsoever. Yeah, I could see her being a burst 3, and in which case you can obviously, now you can fully rotate between both Ludmilla and her. They both rely on basic attack, so I could definitely see them both being very single target oriented. In that case, you have a very strong duo water code DPSs for bossing purposes, right? You could have Ludmilla and her, you rotate their burst every rotation, and you have something very, very strong. Obviously, Emilia is also something that can be useful, but that's more for story and PvP. But maybe you can have a Emilia buffer for PvP purposes. Who knows? Dorothy is obviously very, very good. Alice Wonderland, she's a pretty good support as well. So there is definitely some options, and they've been pushing more and more water code characters with Quincy, with Phantom. So this is very nice to see a little bit more love here for both getting a wind support. Not wind support, sorry, an electric support. Because electric has some good DPS, but it's lacking a little bit. Well, that's not even true. I don't know why. I was about to say it's lacking in terms of electric support, but it's not true. Naga and Rouge are freaking amazing. But the great, awesome news with all of this, if those characters end up being good, is that obviously Elysian is struggling. Elysian Tower is the worst nightmare of everyone trying to climb there, the Tribe Tower. And we're finally getting some 2 new characters for it, where they look good. They look good on paper. They could look at the very least interesting. Obviously, we don't have any numbers, but let's stay hopeful. I would love them to be around here, right? In the S to SS category. That would be awesome. So we can finally have something good to go along with Killer Wife for the Elysian Tower. I've been doing a mix of like Killer Wife, Marciana, Diesel, Phantom Privity for the tower. It's not been great, okay? So hopefully we're gonna figure it out. Alright, moving on. Ludmilla is rerunning. Snowbody Mika is rerunning too. Now, what we can see here, let me real quick before I eat my word. Rupee is not rerunning. So, interesting. We're not having a rerun for the first winter event, at least not for this patch. And if we see Maiden here, she's running until December 26th. It feels slightly unlikely that we get Rupee afterward, right? Rupee and, the Butterfly Girl. So yeah, intriguing. So moving on, at the very least, if you haven't gotten Ludmilla, Winter Owner, or Mika Snowbody, you can definitely get them. I don't have Mika actually, so I'm gonna maybe try to get a copy if I can. But I'm gonna focus on the new Nikkes, because I absolutely love Maiden and Guillotine. Now moving on, we have some temporary participation Nikke. This is classic. New costume, a special costume, Vesti Arc Mage. Is the one with hey Kitty, it's time to show off our explosive magic. I'm Kitty. What do you mean? We actually see her in the picture right there, so she literally looks like a teal mage. If you want her, it's literally Megumin. She has it's Megumin, alright? It's set, instead of using explosions, she used bazooka. So very, very cool. This is gonna be the Archmage Pass. It has full VO, blah, blah, blah. New events. White Ice Dragon, the embodiment of evil, has cast the Winter's Bane over the land. At this rate, the world will be doomed. The world's fate now lies in the hands of the hero Guillotine. Defeat the White Ice Dragon and ends the Winter's Bane. Explore the Ice Dragon Saga map and participate in various activities. By searching the map, player can acquire gems, development materials, and expected lost relics. I can exchange for SR Nikke and Neve at the event shop, so you can get Neve if you don't have her yet. I managed to get her during the last winter event, so I won't need that, but for those who haven't, that's very great. So we have Story 1, Story 2. They're going to be available a week after the other. There's even part 3, never mind, so... Wait, no, that's the challenge, sorry. My cat just jumped on the table. Alright, winter event animation. Archives, Dark Hero is being added to the archives, that's great. You can see some NPC characters. Well, some characters are in NPC jail that are probably going to be playable in the future. We have a minigame, Dragon Dungeon Run, where you race through the imaginary world created by the hero Guillotine. To overcome the countless traps and monsters and get to the White Ice Dragon, take off on a run in the dungeon made for training. Okay, this is login. We have a 14-day login event, as per usual. Full birthday. Classic Outpost Winter Theme events, that's awesome. Solo raid as per usual. Co-op, new title, new profile card, pass, a bunch of optimization and miscellaneous updates. They're temporarily changing the English voiceover due to personal reasons, probably still some you know, some of the strike going on, and there we go. So that's everything we need to know. Now we also have had some posts on Twitter, obviously. So here we have the fighting pose of Maiden Ice Rose. To bask in this land of such fecundity, there is no need for such a thing. And she's looking absolutely pretty. Pretty! She looks so cute. I love this smile. I love there's a little bit of, I don't know, the eyes there, there's a slight amount of mischievousness. So we can see the size for days. The size squish here, crazy. And here we have an animation.
Mask? In this land of such fecundity, there's no need for such a thing.
That is such a deep voice. I had no idea she had a deep voice in English like that. I don't think she has a deep voice in Japanese. But yeah, there we go. So she's looking pretty good. That's a crazy pose. There's even like some tear there. The staff looks amazing. Diamond Dust, what a cool name. Extra Sync, man, I love Extra Sync. And here, obviously, we can see the faces. Obviously, she's gonna have one where she, you know, stick a tongue out because of her powers. And there we go. Alright, looking good. Animation is great. Maiden has entered a simulation, which is a manifestation of Guillotine's mental world. In the quest to defeat the White Ice Dragon, Maiden takes on the role of the party's mage. Oh, mage, not cleric. She looks like a cleric, let's be real. That's a cleric, not a mage. Moving on. White Ice Dragon, the embodiment of evil. We read that one before. This world's fate now lies in the hand of the hero Guillotine. And we can see the whole team here. So essentially, we're getting apparently a mage or cleric, the hero. No, that's the hero, that's the cleric, that's the wizard, and the back, I guess it's a warrior, that's like a pirate, a swashbuckler, I assume. So there we go. Very, very cool art. We also have the fighting pose here for Guillotine. And Guillotine weapon is a sword. So she's an AR with a sword. She's going to be shinking very, very fast. And that's going to be good. Guillotine will transform into a hero. My blood runs cold. Yes, winter is upon us. Damn! And here we have her little animation.
My blood runs cold. Yes, winter is upon us.
She's so cute. And I love how she does little, you know, like finger under the nose thing that like, it's like the kid that wants to be your hero always does. It's like, ha, easy. I love her brave sword.
Runs cold. Yes, winter is...
She looks so happy. There we go. Guillotine is into a simulation which is a manifestation of her own mental world. In this world, Guillotine embarks on a heroic adventure to defeat the White Ice Dragon. I kind of find it funny because this gives... it's like the Chunibyo. We kind of had the same thing with the summer events in Genshin Impact with... crap, what's the name? Her name escapes me, but the girl with the crow. The crow is Dio's voice actor. Oz and Damn, I don't know. Anyway, she also had an event where you could travel across like her imaginary world, so that was pretty cool. So this is very similar here. And finally, we have a little explanation of the Dragon Dungeon run, which is going to be the minigame running during the events. So here you take your Nikke to the depth of the dungeon. You can either control with the pad or by swiping on your mobile, or with the WASD and WASD or keyboard arrow as well as space to cast spell. So we're gonna be dungeon delving and using magic. Kind of reminds me of a bunch of like dungeon crawling games, a lot of indie games like that. Very, very cool. During the game, you can collect gold coins. If you're hit by an attack, you will lose 1 heart. The game ends when you lose all your heart, and you may watch the various cutscenes. So I guess we have a bunch of you lose cutscenes that I'm looking forward to. We have multiple characters. All of the 4 playable Nikkes are the one participating in the events, which are Guillotine, Volume, Vesti, and Maiden. As you progress through the game, you will be able to unlock other Nikkes if you fulfill different requirements. There we go, very cool. And I'm very excited with this because this might mean this is probably going to join Arcade. We might get to like a 2.0 version of this later with more Nikkes and stuff. That could be absolutely awesome. Rewards, Commander may obtain gems, premium stickers, development materials, and more via the minigame. There we go. So very, very cute. I love this style. This minigame looks like it's going to be very, very fun. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm personally very excited for this event and looking forward to it. And I hope you are too. Anyway, cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.